1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Thank you.
Ils ont deux. sirènes. L'entrée dans le chenal, des images en direct de Boris Herrmann. Bienvenue.
Very good afternoon. Welcome to our live coverage of the channel. Looking at Boris Herrmann, skipper of Malizia, better known as Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco. A moment that maybe last night Boris wondered whether he would see momentarily after that collision with the Philip fishing boat. And then next coming in is Group Apicil there. Damien Seguin, first boat to finish the Vendée Globe, or this Vendée Globe, with conventional straight dagger boards. And Boris had 6 hours of redress for his participation in the rescue of Kevin Escoffier, who's in the commentary booth next door to me, and I'm sure there'll be a nice reunion between the two of them on the pontoon in a few minutes. But a big result for Damien Seguin, double Paralympic champion, first Paralympian, first sailor with handicap to finish the Vendée Globe ever. But a very, and that really does sum up Damien Seguin and his humour, his captain hook. He absolutely has been one of the characters of this Vendée Globe and sailed incredibly. Winner of the Tour de France, Tour Voile before, champion in the class 40 as well. And this boat he is as an older Fino Conch design, 2008 design, built originally as DCNS and sailed in the last race as Common Salon, I think to 12th place by Eric Bellion, if my memory serves me right. And there we go, Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco, a great moment for the Yacht Club de Monaco and indeed all Boris's sponsors. And I think that these moments for Boris is much relief. And obviously under normal circumstances you might expect tens of thousands of people to be outlining the famous channel of Les Sables d'Olonne. But for sure there are several hundred people. There's been still a big emotional welcome. There's people out during the night welcoming in the first skippers from the evening, from Charlie Dallin in first. Still had a big hero's welcome, and the same. The sea walls there are really a forbidden territory just now. But I think we'll see a few more as we get in closer to the centre of town. So say Damien Seguin, double Paralympic champion, crossed the line in 6th position at in the early afternoon, just pipping Giancarlo Pedote. And of course Boris, also the first German skipper ever to start and finish the Vendée Globe. And Damien Seguin, such a hard driving skipper. Got his teeth in the Paralympic classes, but also an excellent dinghy sailor in his own right. Small keel boats, he's done everything. And the DM 25s of the Tour Voile mastered that very quickly. Grew up in Guadeloupe and was inspired initially by the Route de Rome finishing there. Same way as correspondingly Charlie Dallin grew up in Le Havre and was inspired by the Transact Jacques Vabre, which finished there started there every 2 years. And Damien Seguin on the other end of the Route de Rome, inspired to move towards ocean racing in due course. But he had 1 or 2 small technical problems, but Damien Seguin came in with no big problems. Remember, he had problems with his computers in the middle of the race. So the three skippers coming in back to back. There is Damien Seguin.
Ces images en écoutant ces sirènes parce qu'il y a un petit peu sur les bords du chenal des Sables d'Olonne, des bateaux accompagnateurs, alors que Kevin peut-être
So they were back on board with Boris. Boris reunited with his team this morning. Crossed the finish line at 11:15. Crossed the line at 11:15, I think it was, UTC this morning, and coming in through the entrance into the Portalona, into the marina. You can see that damage on the bow really gives you an indication of how significant that collision was. Lost his bowsprit and back on board then with Damien Seguin. So the only boat that came in last night was Louis Burton's Bouro Valley, who had an engine problem, so he had to come in. Otherwise, we'll see the other boats coming in due course. So, big popular welcome from the locals. So we're now heading out to welcome the next boats in, which would be Giancarlo Pedote. Best finish ever by an Italian skipper in 7th place. And something like over 20 days quicker, I think, than the previous one of Alessandro De Benedetto, who I think went round in about 110 days, and this is 81 for Giancarlo Pedote. Giancarlo sailing the boat which was formerly Jean-Pierre Dic's absolute dreamer. Saint-Michel Veerback finished 4th in the last race. And these two have had a great battle over recent days. We expected Prismian Group, Giancarlo, to come in with the foils. But there he is on board with his kids. So they say the Italian tricolor there flying proudly. And taking his team on board, I think, as well. So the Prismian Group, his sponsors, have been with him all the way through his ocean racing career. Back with Boris Team Militia, founded by Boris and, oh dear, Boris and Pierre Casiraghi, who's here, and I think probably on board somewhere.
C'est lui, Giancarlo Pedote, 5e Italien de l'histoire, a participé.
Giancarlo Pedote.
Oui, mais jamais un Italien n'avait aussi bien figuré au classement sur le plan sportif.
With his wife and his kids there, Boris out on his outrigger. Coming in La Chaume, the west side of the channel, coming into Les Sables d'Olonne, into the centre of the marina in a second. And of course Giancarlo also supports the Electricians Sans Frontières, an initiative that takes electricity supplies to
apprécier encore plus chaque minute aux côtés des siens.
problem areas of the world.
Giancarlo Pedote et son bateau Prismian Group, Giancarlo Pedote, qui est en train
And Sea Explorer Yacht Club de Monaco was previously Seb Joss's Gitana. Giancarlo is a philosophy graduate from the University of Florence, and really again one of the real characters of the race. He was a fantastic communicator in Italian, French and English, and indeed so was Boris. Boris doing English, French, German all the way through, and I think probably wins the communication prize, does Boris. Worked extremely hard in all the different languages, in all the different channels, speaking to his German media regularly. So Giancarlo, 45 years old, still waiting to, or both he and Boris waiting to find out what happens with Jean Le Cam's time allowance. Jean has got 16 hours and 15 minutes of a time allowance. Is expected in this evening. Coming into the Portolona Marina. Boris lying in fourth place at the moment. As we said, may be displaced by Jean Le Cam. As he told us very, very recently in our Vendée Live, Boris said he would not be too concerned if Jean Le Cam passed him. He's huge respect for 61-year-old Le Cam on his fifth Vendée Globe. They were close in that high-pressure system in the Pacific. Round about Christmas, they were sailing close together, communicated. And if I remember rightly, they both fans of good coffee and good coffee machines. So just slowing down momentarily as Boris comes into the arena. Boris is the leader of the Amoca Globe series. I'd say this is his fourth circumnavigation completed on the finish line today. But it's his first solo circumnavigation. Same applies for, of course, for Damien Seguin. To say Damien's won 3 Paralympic medals in the 2.4 metre class, twice gold, I think, in for sure in Athens. And in 2008 in Qingdao. So Boris's team on board there. Worked long and hard to prep the boat and optimised it very well with the new foils which we fitted last spring. And there we go, Damien Seguin with his family. He was speaking with his son just yesterday on the French Live. Giancarlo's team just putting these fenders in place as he comes alongside. So here we come, we're coming in more into the La Chaume area on that left-hand bank coming down the channel. Quite a number of well-wishers out on the dock.
All the way in. All the way on the stern. Keep down, tight, super tight.
So there we go, the real Damien Seguin Captain Hook outfit is off. Preparing to come in and meet the media. And there's Boris, reunited with his wife.
Go down to your baby, no?
Come, Lily, stick
And his dog, he knew his dog would be somewhere. Just coming alongside the pontoon donor, as it's known. So they will be the second, third and fourth boats into the dock. Passing the Capitanerie, the Harbour Master's office there on the left side. There you go, Boris with Louis Burton there, and Boris with his little baby. Oh.
Bravo Boris. Merci.
So Boris is on the dock then. He's got his reunited with his family. Baby's called Baby Malu. I think he's about 4 months old from what I remember. His wife is Berthe. And there you go, meeting Yves Auvergne, the president of the SEM Vendée, the Vendée region. And little dog Lily. Oh, that baby doesn't look very happy. Next in there is Group Apazil. Just coming alongside, and there's Boris with his team. Stu McLaughlin there, the boat captain on the right side. Very, very experienced boat captain.
You're still heavy.
That was what Boris said he was looking forward to most, was seeing his friends and family again. We know that he's been one of the most communicative skippers, speaking all the time on WhatsApp to his friends at home, sailing friends. So just chatting, I think, to one of their VIPs on the dock. He usually meets Monsieur Auvergne, I say the president. Patricia Brochard is usually there, the co-CEO of Sodebo, the main sponsors, one of the main sponsors of the Vendée Globe. So Boris's elapsed time for the whole race is 80 days, 14 hours, 59 minutes and 45 seconds. So not a fast race by the standards of the last two races in particular. Armel Leclerc's record on the last edition was 74 days. They were seeing champagne moment for Damien Seguin. And next in is, there you see, Absolute Dreamer 5, formerly Jean-Pierre Dixpo. the VPLP Vendée design. So reunited with his family after more than 80 days at sea. So next in, as I say, is Giancarlo Pedote. And a quick word with the dignitaries for Damien Seguin. First interview then on land with Damien Seguin. Damien's spoken to us regularly over the course of the race. He's just saying he can't explain how excited he is to be back. It's a very amazing thing. He's just talking about his boat with the straight dagger boards. Said sometimes he didn't feel like he was in the same race as the other boats, but he's really done an exceptional job. Saying every day is a challenge on the Vendée Globe. For everyone, for the team, for his partners, for Groupe Apicil. Just talking about the values of the Groupe Apicil. And what the Round the World race has represented for them. He's just saying that the Vendée Globe's been so much part of his life, he doesn't know what he'll be doing next. He's going to take a bit of time afterwards to recover. He said it's a little bit weird to come back to land after 80 days alone in his boat. It already feels a little bit weird. So Damien Seguin in 6th place at the moment, elapsed time of 80 days, 21 hours, 58 minutes and 20 seconds. Prismian Group, Giancarlo Pedote in 7th, only his elapsed time is 80 days, 22 hours, 42 minutes and 20 seconds. There we go, Giancarlo Pedote. There you go, Patricia Brochard, the co-president of Sodebo there on the right, always on the dock, and in the blue jacket there with the hat is Jacques Carrès, the race director, and here comes Giancarlo Pedote. And Boris greeting his Militia team, friends and family. He's got a big squad down from Germany, and here comes Giancarlo Pedote.
Giancarlo, pour le drapeau. Drapeau derrière là.
There we go, the champagne moment for Giancarlo Pedote. Remember him telling us, he said, I'm always pushing, I'm always looking for places. He said, I sail with a knife between my teeth. He's thanking his technical team. And champagne for his boat. He was totally wired before he left the start, if you remember, possibly, those of you who are watching. Back on November the 8th, he had the same exuberant energy as he has now, and that was before he went to start. And there you go, Damien Seguin and Boris. Meeting the media, I think they'll be coming up shortly. Mutual applause for both skippers and their teams, and here we have Giancarlo Pedote. It's an extraordinary venture, he said. He said the last week has just been incredible. He said I couldn't work any harder. He said the last few days have been another race in themselves. He said I've got all these photographic images of the race and the Indian and the Pacific in his head. But they've all gone. For the moment, he can just think about the last week. But he said he missed his family, and he said the hardest bit was missing his kids and playing with them. So there goes Boris with Giancarlo. The Italian skipper and the French skipper. First at the internationals, he said they were exchanging messages all the time on WhatsApp. Boris was the absolute king of WhatsApp.
Super course. Bon, écoute, toi, tu as fait super course aussi. Cheers! Hey, Ryan!
So great camaraderie between the two skippers.
Par rapport aux objectifs que vous vous étiez fixés, le contrat est rempli.
Bah, mon objectif, c'était de terminer le Tour du Monde. Je l'ai voulu terminer à tous les coups.
His objective was to finish the race. That was his primary objective. And there's Boris with Laura Le Goff, CEO of the Vendée Globe, and Patricia Brochard, Yves Auvenier there again. So Giancarlo just telling us that his objective, as they was to finish and to sail as well as he could, sail like a good sailor in the south. He had some good speeds. One of the things that was greatly impressive about Giancarlo was he really took good Italian food with him and made a point of cooking himself good meals and looking after himself as much as possible. And I think that from a psychological point of view, as much as anything, I think that did him a lot of good.
Giancarlo, vous avez fait des études de philosophie. Est-ce que le Vendée Globe...
Been a very, very successful Italian skipper in his own right before racing in the multi-50 class. And the Mini before that. He was second in the 2013 Mini Transat, and there he's with his Francois Cavigui, who's PR boss. Big welcome for him, and spoke with him regularly, I'm quite sure.
J'aime bien la réflexion et donc voilà, j'ai pris quand même beaucoup de moments.
So say Giancarlo second in the 2013 Mini Transat. He was the winner of the 2015 Transat Jacques Vabre with Erwin Leroux in the multi-50. He's twice Italian Sailor of the Year, is Giancarlo.
Quindi è stato fatto tutto affinché questo obiettivo potesse essere riempito al 100%. Chiaramente non ho avuto un mentore alle spalle, quindi tante cose le ho pagate in prima persona con la mia esperienza.
Now talking Italian to the Italian media.
È positivo per me.
Again, another skipper who speaks 3 languages.
Un po' le cose realisti. Top 10 era veramente un bel esploit.
His hope was maybe to be in the top 10 and finishing
come primo giro del mondo è
7th, very happy.
Che esperienza è stata a livello umano?
Il giro del mondo è bellissimo a livello umano, perché ti rendi conto, io personalmente mi sono reso conto che a terra ho tutto per essere felice.
So the lapse time is 80 days, 22 hours, 42 minutes.
Pensare a tutte le cose belle che ho lasciato a terra e che
considerably quicker than
a volte nella quotidianità
the last Italian to finish the race was Alessandro De Benedetto
tutti i giorni, quindi tutte le cose
in 2012,
a un certo punto le dai per
who went
scontate.
round
A me questo giro del mondo mi ha fatto veramente prendere coscienza
20 days
della
slower
fortuna che ho,
than
nel vivere la vita che vivo
Giancarlo has
intorno alle persone
just
a cui
finished.
sono intorno, e quindi credo che a partire da oggi mi vorrò riempire veramente la vita di momenti preziosi con la mia famiglia bellissima che mi è mancata tantissimo durante il giro del mondo.
Quali sono stati i momenti più difficili?
Ma non,
we
allora,
were just
vabbè,
going
diciamo,
up the
c'è la parte
pontoon.
delle beghe tecniche e quindi diciamo salire in testa d'albero.
All
poi
the
dei
volunteers there on our
momenti-
left.
Praticamente la notte dell'ultimo dell'anno la barca saltava in tutte le direzioni, ho tirato una testata sulla manetta del gas, praticamente la generatrice ha preso
Damien
un grosso
Seguin.
colpo, quindi si è bruciata la carta, avevo paura
With his
di aver
sponsors
bruciato la
and group,
generatrice, di aver danneggiato le batterie.
Apasil.
Ho cominciato a suonare degli allarmi. Quindi
Seguin's recent results, 10th in the Davy Azimuth. He had to abandon the Vendée Arctic, 14th in the Transat Jacques Vabre. I think he's won the World Championship in the 2.4 metre class, I think 5 times. His daughter, a great piano player, as you might have seen in the some of the 26-minute programs that have gone out over the course of the race. It's a little bit of a grey day, a little bit damp, and they're back with Damien Seguin. Just talking with just running back down the dock there, looking at Bouro Valley linked out, Thomas-Rion. There we go, seeing Louis Burton. Big hug for Damien Seguin from Louis Burton. And Pierre Casaraghi there, I think. So very, very different Vendée Globe this time to what we've seen before. 33 skippers started. Record entry, record number of women racing this time. And after the weekend, we'll see Clarice Kramer coming in, lying in 12th place just now, I think. Big storm over the weekend, waiting to see what Maxime Sorel and Armel Tripon decide to do, whether they can outrun it and get in time. Seeing their damage on linked out, lost his bowsprit as well, and then Bouro Valley. But which finished third this time, won the Vendée Globe in the hands of Armel Lecléache in 2016-2017. We're done.